Hi and welcome. My name is Katrina, and this is our Vampire the Masquerade stream at the Interludes, scenes that will take place between the end of season 2 and the start of season 3. This evening's episode will take place year 4 after the end of season 2. But before I divulge more of the information of this episode, as per usual, I would love that my players introduce themselves as well as their character.
Hi, I'm Marianne. I play Siobhan Price, 10th generation Toreador Primogen.
Hi, I'm Tarjei. I'm playing Christopher Masters, 10th generation Matru. And remember, paranoia is not an illness, it's a way of life.
Hello, my name is Örjan, and I'm playing the role of Sean, 9th generation Gangrel Primogen.
Mr. Sean.
There's only one person that is allowed to call him Mr. Sean.
Shit, right?
No, I can't remember your servant's name.
Adnan.
Adnan, yes. Him. Kind of like him.
Mr. Nunn.
No reason to get attached.
Oh, he's probably dead by now. For all I know.
Oh, no, he's not. He's very much alive and kicking. This evening's episode, as I said, will take place year 4. And it is the anniversary of their becoming vampire. They've had sort of a tradition to meet on this specific date the prior years as well. But we're going to take a closer look at where they are, what they think, and how their relationship is after, well, they have been, for good or bad, integrated into vampire society. The scene will start as the camera pans in on Sean's garage, which he doesn't particularly use for personal means anymore. It is more of a legit business.
It's true.
The evening starts as he arrives and gets ready to lock and open up and put on the lights, eagerly or drearily anticipating.
No, actually quite eagerly.
Eagerly.
He has he's had a project last months. It's a special prototype that will be in stores in a year. But he's gotten a hand of the prototype and he's done some modifications to it.
Oh my. Mm-hmm. It is cold. It is quite gusty, and dark clouds are rolling over the night sky. No snow or rain. But it's, well, if you did freeze, it would be bone chilling. The wind bites.
Well, that doesn't matter.
It does not. You pass the fire pit. It's still there.
I think he's going to toss some logs in the fire pit and light it up just for show. Just to get that
nostalgic feel.
Yeah, sitting outside in the sofa that used to be next to the fire pit, listening to punk, drinking coffee. I think actually he's brought two bottles. One of Shiv's favorite wines and one of Chris' favorite grappa.
The garage, even though it looks the same, it feels different. Different hands has touched the interior and changed it to different use.
Yeah, but
the bones are still there.
It is, and I hope it's just as tidy and just as tidy as Sean liked to have it. All the tools in their place. Not a mess. A mess is what gets you hurt.
Very true.
And I think all the weapons have been moved.
Of course they do. As you stand there and you prepare, glimmers of memories past, of great, horrible, but also intimate events that took place in these rooms. And if the walls could speak, they would have great tales to tell.
I think Sean is actually having an imagined conversation with the ghosts, talking about
she's not there anymore.
Talking about how they've started to free other girls, how they've started to get into that business, trying to shut it down, trying to get the girls out of town.
As you do so, you hear a car drive up to the garage. The first person there is going to be Chris.
I put the cover over the prototype after just having a quick glance that everything is perfect.
You're not with JJ, of course.
No, he got her to drive him to one of his mob associates' place where he went to his normal back room. Once there, he slipped out of his suit, put on other clothes, and slipped out discreetly out the back door, walked a block over, and jimmied the car and drives a stolen car to the meet. He's wearing he gets out, remembering all the meetings that I had back in the day. Zips up his dark blue and lighter blue shades Fila tracksuit. wearing white shoes, slip-on shoes, and hands in his pocket for
the fire pit.
More remembering the cold of the winter than actually feeling it.
I think the garage door is open, so Sean looks at him as he walks in. Chris, that one, is it hot? Remember, this is now legitimate business.
No, it's perfectly fine. No, I mean, it's not like it's been reported stolen yet.
Yeah, just drive it out of here afterwards, right?
No, I'm planning to take it back where it came from.
That's good.
Not long after. Shiv, what are you driving?
I'm actually not driving. Eve is driving me.
Oh, who's driving you?
Yeah. Green Bentley. Yeah.
British Racing Green, of course.
Of course.
No.
No.
Well, no. Yes, that is the color. I was like, no,
Dark.
It needs to be emerald, but it is close.
emerald.
Yeah, it is.
Green.
Yeah, I know. Yes. It's just me. Not Shiv knows better, so of course, yes. And as I get out of the car, she is picking up something like the clothes cover you have on when you're carrying clothes. She has two kind of bags over her head. Not her head, Jesus.
Over her shoulder.
Yeah. And she's walking behind me, and she was in, again, a green silk suit, open with like a laced body and a black fur coat.
But you're bringing Eve with you.
I will get her to put the gifts down on the, I presume, couch, and then I will give her a kiss, and then she will leave.
When Chris hears that there's two pair of feet approaching, like the roll-up door, he leans into the shadows and quietly disappears into darkness to remain unseen.
Well,
Chris,
Shiv glides in
you're a
all her
dick.
glory. And you see this scene in front of you as Eve puts down, and receives the affection of her mistress, and she leaves.
Boys,
Shiv.
Evening. He steps out from the shadow.
skulking in the shadows. How very kingly of you.
Well,
That's what rulers do.
I thought it best to keep a low profile.
Probably the best.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's been 4 years.
Time do indeed fly.
I think most of the blood has been clean out of the garage by now.
Look towards the table.
Oh my gosh, the memory of her laying there, dead, then abruptly rising when the bullet was removed. And the panic that unfolded. And the beginning of it all.
Only 4 years, but sometimes it feels like 40.
Yeah, almost like, well, not a lifetime. A death time? Is it a thing? It's a thing now.
If you deem it so. I guess it is. I have gifts,
So do I.
and I'll give you, like, one of each.
Oh, Shiv, you shouldn't have.
Oh yeah, you should.
No, I should.
Yeah, definitely. You
And then I look at Sean, specifically.
I open the thingy.
It's 3 items. It's a okay, very Shiv-esque, but it's a green black shirt. It's a green kind of tweed, kind of like a little bit more punked up suit. And there is.
Are
Yes.
you going to make me look like a leprechaun?
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to put it on you, but I assume maybe you will. And then there is a bomber jacket that is a vintage, and it is from the wall.
Nice one.
Yeah, so difficult to get.
Well, one opens one's presents.
It's a dark blue silky kind of Versace suit and tie. And a shirt.
Gives
It looks a little bit better than the tracksuit.
Just a little bit.
Well,
Just a little bit.
I mean, Chris was never the one with taste here, so I mean, we know it's not him dressing himself these days either, is it?
Oh, Shiv, you won't. He gives a little smile and he walks over and gives her a kiss on his cheek as a thank you for the present. Then puts it back in the. I assume it came in a sort of like. In the,
Yeah, that's the, I don't know what clothes bag. I have no clue what it's called.
Like a suit
Yeah,
bag.
yeah,
Back.
yeah.
And hangs it up so it won't crease.
And now for the present for Shiv. This one won't be in stores until next year. So to make it a little bit different, I've modified it. It's the best of American and European muscle. 50% Harley, 50% Porsche. In 2001, the Harley-Davidson V-Rod will arrive. It's water-cooled, it's got 200 horsepowers, black exoskeleton, red paint, candy apple red, and with a really, really wide rear tire.
Damn.
I'll go over to it and kind of stroke it almost.
The shape of the tire really brings out the shape of your butt. He says.
And then I'll
really
sit
seriously.
down on it and just.
As you do so, Shiv, you hear the beast. This is pretty. It pleases her. Yes, this is very suitable.
You know me so well, Sean.
It's
Thank
to
you.
replace the one you wrecked 4 years ago in that gunfight. While we
Thank
still
you.
were alive or something.
It means something. Truly does.
When she was fighting for her life, gunslinging and kicking
Yeah.
ass.
I
And she
hope
came
this-
out alive, ish.
Well, the jury's still out on that one.
Chris can't but help to think what would happen if she'd done as they sent her the text, and instead of going to his apartment, would just have gotten to the airport and taken the first flight out of there.
I think
Woulda,
Sean.
coulda, shouldas.
I think Sean goes to the back to get into his suit.
You can describe the pimped up things because I think that's more your wheelhouse.
Once he comes out, Chris picks up his present and walks back to put it on as well.
Oh, how agreeable these kindred friends are this evening.
Very.
Well,
I think
on this evening, we're friends. We're not clan leaders. We're not primogen. We're just
That's one way
friends.
to look at it. Another way is look that we are her little dolls in her little tea party.
This pleases me. Oh.
And they do come back, and well, the ego of the beast is happy.
Actually looks good.
It does. I think, Chris, we need to get yours tailored a little bit more.
Taking a little bit in and a little bit on the arms for the shirt, but otherwise you've got pretty good eye for my measurements.
Well, I thought I did. Not well enough, though.
Oh, you know, probably lost a few pounds over the years.
Yeah, you haven't been eating much lately, have you?
Or drinking.
More drinking than eating.
Little under 4 years ago, dinner date didn't go down well.
Oh, with Jade.
I remember.
Yeah, how is
And so does she.
how is Jade after the hotel opening?
She... Oh, I mean, she thought she had a blast. Couldn't remember much, so obviously she had a blast.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. No, she's through boyfriend. Can't hardly call them boyfriend, but number 15 since that accident. So she runs through them, or blows through them.
That's what
the
happens when
wind.
Chris breaks your heart.
Yes, Chris.
Heartbreaker, life taker.
One date, hardly say that's.
You're standing there, you three. There is pleasantry, and there is camaraderie in theory. But you're not as you used to be. These interactions are a little bit weird and strained. Almost like there's a front up. The ha-ha-ha's a little bit hollow. Just a little bit.
Everyone keeping the exact amount of distance between each other, like 2 yards between all three.
Yeah, and they're
Like a
still
little triangle.
standing.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
haven't sit down.
Ah,
I think maybe she was like standing the exact same spot as Aiden used to do. When he was just like scowling or looking into the room from the wall.
Yeah.
Kind of almost like stepped into his shadow. Kind of.
I assume. What kind of chairs are we talking? Like folding, some camping chairs, or are the like back in the day, or are the proper
I think the sofa is still there.
sofas?
Now outside
no.
by the... Of course, with a a certain distance to the fire, but still by the fire. And
Slide
camping
down
chairs,
on
yeah.
Yeah. Slide down on a couch.
It is strange meeting like this every year, I know, but I think
Keeping something a constant is a good thing.
Also, we really, no bullshit, we need to remember where we came from.
Agreed.
Because
He
politics
laughs.
fuck us up.
They don't know how it is to look from above down.
Nor do they know what it's like to carry the burden of the entire city.
Oh, woe me.
I am an ant.
I was thinking, I was like, no.
As you guys try to have cordial conversation, and sometimes you do, Sean seems to break the ice somewhat. Shoulders maybe not so tense. Stories of glory when you were human.
Stories of
Laughs.
Paris.
Yes, inside jokes and what you thought was dangerous then, and how trivial and funny that is now. Someone remember when someone stabbed someone accidentally or broke a bone. Hilarious.
Friends, you only stab friends 2 centimeters. Never with a whole knife.
Yes, there's an incident where Chris stumbled and stabbed Sean in the leg.
It was in the butt.
It's an accident, I swear.
It was in the butt. It was not in the leg. It was in the butt.
True, but other people would say the leg, but it was in the ass.
Yeah. Still got the scar.
Still
Your
got the
phone
cushion.
rings, Chris.
I do apologize. What number is it?
It's the sheriff.
I have to take this, as that's a correct little dwarf. And he answers.
My prince.
Evening, Sheriff. What may I do for you this evening?
I would very much like to bring in Aikyo Hashimoto for interrogation. I think I might have found something, and I would very much like to press him on it. And of course, if you're willing, I would like to ask De Winter to assist me.
What do you think you might have found?
It's interesting. I found a corpse drained of blood with spirals drawn inside of the mouth.
Cold runs down Chris's back. There's something familiar about that, he thinks. And your reason to believe that this is connected to him?
It reeks of magic, sir.
Being ritual, you mean?
Very much so, sir. And it's displayed in such a vulgar manner
Where?
that you would... Oh, it's in front of the church, the monastery, the college.
The one on... Let me give us the street name.
Yeah. Cold, even still, runs down his spine. Naked, displayed, a young woman.
How late in the evening is it now?
Oh, it's early. This was the agenda today.
I would
Now,
ask that you
hold
gather
on.
some more...
2 seconds, dearest prince. He whispers and talks, but then again, you are not humans. Are we wanting to pick up something?
Yes, that was how far and how.
Oh, your sound is nuts.
Yeah, that's peaked.
Yeah. Oh, it still is peaking.
It's distorted. I'm not sure if it's distorted on your end, but in our end it's distorted.
It's like veils in the air.
Then
All right, I'm gonna do this way. We're just gonna have a technical break very quickly, and as you probably tell, this is gonna get interesting real freaking fast. Back in a few. Welcome back from our technical break. It's about to get interesting because a certain someone Prince is having a conversation with a certain sheriff about something that concerns at least another player's endeavors. I'm sure they are eager to pin up their ears and perhaps listen.
Just a smidge. Yeah. And I am going to use my Auspex.
Feel free to, you can pump up the blood for this, I'm sure. No, not for this, because this is Auspex.
Jesus, do I have enough dices in my dice? I don't have enough dices.
Oh, she doesn't need it.
What?
She does not need it. You all have one hunger die, because I'm sure that you take care of business.
that we do.
Yes.
No, you should say, no, I have 4 in hunger. I would be like, damn!
I
It's
have
about to get
5.
messy.
I'm about to kill you all.
I think I have some blood bags lying at home.
Is Sean also eager to listen in on this conversation, or is he more like me?
Of course he's eager to listen in, but he doesn't have a supernatural way of listening in, so he just have to roll his wits.
Awareness.
Wits awareness or wits. Awareness and insight, maybe.
Yeah, I'm missing 1 dice to be able
I would
to
say it's
to
more
roll for this.
awareness, because it's.
Yeah, but also want to look at the reaction of.
We can do 2 rolls. If we're gonna get technical about it, insight would be after the information.
Yeah. 2 successes on the awareness.
Well, then you can do an insight. I would like to have at least 2 successes.
3.
Can I roll resolve composure
to stay calm? I would like you to more or less. You have to roll then to spot that they are listening in.
Okay, no, that's not right. He's just taking the call.
Well, he knows us, of course we're listening in.
Mariana.
We're nosy motherfuckers.
So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the nice skull on my hunger die.
Oh.
But if you have so many successes, does that really
it I can it does well it does, but I can deem it as not a vulgar.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be let me just paint the scene for you. I will take it from there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take it.
Did Chris want to do any to do a wits awareness that they are listening in, or is he more just concerned about the conversation?
He's gonna assume that they're gonna try to listen in. He's not gonna be that bothered about it. I mean, technically, it would affect them in part as well.
Yeah.
The old follower could affect them as well.
What you, Sean, catch is you only get the tidbits that he's saying, obviously.
Yeah.
Not the other side of the conversation, but you see on his demeanor, he freezes.
It's serious.
Like, prey does, deer
Yeah.
in a headlight does, when they are confronted with something very terrible. Whatever news he's been given, you are more than 100% sure that this is not pleasant.
Yeah.
And the night has perhaps changed a bit. And on that note, you feel the air changes. You see almost like the fire in the fire pit. Almost like the air is sucked out of it, like the fires go down. You open up your senses, Shiv. You lean into almost the ether of your vampiric powers to listen. You hear all the conversation. You even hear the tone and the emotion of the voice of Chris. You even feel the terror when he hears of the carvings. Your beast shouts, "Carvings, carvings!"
Was there any carvings on Teresa?
No. No.
The spiral that is talked about, is that something that she has any recollection?
No, but you've seen cuts. You saw something on William.
Yeah.
The beast shouts in you. Make him tell us he's a little thing. Make him tell us. Sean, you catch this in the corner of your eye. You've seen this before, this almost Lord of the Rings Galadriel look. When her hair bounces around her, too red and too bright, and too breaching the masquerade. As she stares at him, her eyes go almost cold green-white. As she stares at them, horribly.
Shiv, we're still outside.
Far away, you hear him like you're beneath water, because you're standing with a beast. Perfect within her, goddess divine, powerful, more than them. How dare he threaten the one you love? This nightingale, this fucking ant. Hate him.
I walk towards Chris.
You see this, Sean. She moves, glides like the Torador she is, but very much in breach. It's too much. It's too showy. It's too intense.
Do I notice you come closer?
Now you can do wits awareness.
I step between them, facing
Three,
Shiv.
three
Then
successes.
everybody do their action, because again, the one who wins with the most successes will take that.
What
Three
do I roll
successes.
to step between?
That is if it's a brawl, it's a dex move, it's a physical move.
I think if he steps, I wanna just shove him. Like that's, I just wanna take him and move him out of my way.
Then it will probably have to be a brawl.
Because when you're physically,
I spend.
while they do that, I'm just going to give Chris some more information, because you hear Nightingale saying this. It's I am concerned, Prince.
No, it doesn't.
It's too
Where?
vulgar.
Where do you find it? You said it was displayed. Where? And if I got 3 successes on awareness, I can notice that someone's coming for me. Then he moves the phone over to his other ear, and he just lifts up his hand like this, like 1 minute, just 1 second, just holding it towards whoever's coming towards him. Like,
But it's
your
also
turn.
You're gonna get your finger broke, but that's okay. Dr. Nightingale, the sheriff, she was displayed on the gates. Vulgar. So.
Okay. Well, ordinary open for their clan, is it not? You see, would he be that silly? You may.
I have
but-
thoughts. I have thoughts about this. You know that there are discussions coming up now with Elisamba.
Indeed.
It feels political. So
You wanted to involve Mr. Vincent in this.
well, she is of his clan, and she knows the way of things.
Exactly, that is a problem. The clan bit. Make all investigation you can about the nature of the corpse and the ritual involved. Use this Vincent over that, but does take no action with him yet.
No more than that you get to say. Chev, his finger is up as you walk towards him. And Chris,
Yeah,
what did your roles were? Like, I have to see, because you're going against each other.
No, I just
No,
rolled in.
Sean and Shiv. Pardon.
I think Sean has 5 and I have 6.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm just politely, like forcefully.
Yeah, 'cause I'm thinking
I'm not
Sean-
going to throw you
No,
away,
but
but I'm just
you're
going
being
to.
moved. And I don't think Sean, because like you weren't really that like, hey, like.
Yeah, it's just stepping in between. I see her being weird as strange vampire-esque thingy. So I try to step in between to stop her or to slow her down. But apparently, I don't matter.
Very determined lady right now.
Yeah.
She moves you, determined moves you. Maybe you didn't think how serious she was.
Yeah.
Like you were like, oh shit, is that serious?
Yeah.
And then
But I will stop in front of Chris.
his finger is.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to stop and I'm just going to stare at him. Because if he has more to say, I will still keep on listening, so...
So do that, and call me back with the results from that. But like I said, take no action against him yet.
Of course, sir. We are maintaining the scene.
Excellent.
We had a little bit of a problem with a cop, but it should be fine.
If they make any more problems, let me know.
I took his name down and I cleared his mind. Detective Sweet.
Excellent. Give me any information if you need any distractions to be made or somewhere else in town to keep them busy.
I'll keep you in the loop, of course.
Excellent. I'll speak to you again soon. And I expect a further update then.
Of course.
And he flicks his
You
flick
still
back.
feel you're in the, even though the power around you is calming, Shiv the Beast is still there and she is not content.
He hangs up, still holding his finger up. He dials a number. Rings. Amber.
Will this stand?
And I will... Oh, no. I will try and just take his phone.
All right. Do your
Is
actions.
we're still rolling?
Everybody needs to roll. If you're using powers, you need to determine that. This is good.
I don't have any powers for that.
Alrighty. Is Sean engaging, or is he thinking? Ugh.
No, this is between them now.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yes. Tried.
Yeah. I'll do Dex. Now celerity, can I use that for that? Just to do it faster than I would normally?
But it does not give you a bonus. Let's.
It does. I mean, it does make me faster in general.
Yeah. So in an initiative situation.
Well, I don't unless I get it. Okay. 3 successes on that.
I will look this up through. It's been a minute. Very good. I have many notes. There we go. What level celebrity do you have?
Only 1.
Only 1.
Yeah. So that's like.
Which
not
one did
my
you choose? Rapid
strong
reflex or cat like Island?
Yeah, I do I have rapid reflexes. It doesn't really apply. That's the. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, it's
because
defensible.
Yeah.
You can do a minor
Just, it
action.
seems like if
So you can also, besides your own action, you can do a minor action, up to 2 dice. If I'm reading the rules correctly.
Okay.
But feel free, rouse blood, do all the good stuff.
No, I'm not rousing. Well. Okay.
You're in beast mode, you fool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 9.
Successes!
No, for rousing of
Yeah.
the blood.
I was like, what?
And then I add 1 die to.
Whatever your blood potency is. Which I think is 1
can't.
die. Is it? It's not 2
It's
die?
2 in blood
No.
potency. You can add 1 die. You need
Yeah.
3 blood potencies to add 2 dice.
Yeah. Okay, then it's 4
Sean? No, Chris.
successes.
Oh my god. Sean is all over the place. But it's me. Chris.
No, I was just going to dial. He's not doing anything other than
Oh.
trying to dial.
Yeah, I'm just going to do like grab it out of your hand.
Snaps it out of your hand.
What was that?
I look at her cold, hard. Fingers still up. Wait. And then I walk past her towards the office.
Again, no, I don't have blink. Fuck, I always think I have that.
Blink it!
I mean, Shiv doesn't have time for waiting.
No, you're in beast mode,
Stop,
so
Chris. Yeah, I'll if do I can roll again for like taking your hand and just stopping you.
No, you're not rolling. He's not resisting. If you're grabbing him, he turns.
Yeah.
And he looks at
What
you.
was that?
You giving orders now, Shiv? Calm down.
It's a question, Chris.
I'm trying to find out. Calm down.
Don't you fucking tell me to calm down.
Oi, you guys.
women
Calm
love
down, please. Please. We're
Listen to the
outside.
voice of reason.
that.
Yeah, you're making me the voice of reason. That's not a good look for me.
Go inside and
Okay,
I'll tell you.
I'll like let go of your hand and I'll march inside.
Obviously, she's going to take a stain because she breached.
God.
You have to.
Yeps. I just don't have anything.
Did she
to write
take
with.
his phone or did you leave that? Well, give that back.
No,
when
she has
returns.
it. She's white.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm holding it in my hand.
And I follow her after in. Follow her in.
Yeah, Sean, you're not happy with this display outside here.
I don't think she was thinking about it, to be quite frank. I think
I
You also
look around
know-
to see if are there any
No, you know
people
the-
about.
You know Bruja was giving territory close to it, which is fine, but you also know that Nosferatu has territory here, close to it.
Yeah,
You don't love this at all.
No, I switched to Beast Sight to see if I see anything around.
You don't. Genuinely,
But
you
that
don't. But
doesn't-
you feel the level of paranoia is like,
Yeah,
that was very beacony.
yeah. But this part is in a back alley.
At least I didn't dance in the middle of a human discotheque.
Fair enough.
Only the eyes were yellow. They still are yellow.
But
Could
you walk
be
into
lenses.
the garage.
Hmm.
Massive tension. I love it. I love it.
Make her give him a phone or not? That is the question.
Just grab one of your other phones.
He's not saying anything. The beast. Why? Why? He's threatening what we love.
You know that this was not him. This is not his doing, Chris. He has nothing to do with it.
One, have no one told you that eavesdropping is impolite? Secondly, you don't know that. Thirdly, I don't believe
5 years ago, you loved my fucking eavesdropping.
Not when it was directed towards me, I didn't. 3, I don't believe it's him. Actually, I would be delighted if it were him. In fact, I would be very glad if it was him, because that would be less dreadful than the alternative.
The fuck was happening?
I need my phone. I need to make one call and then
Okay,
we can
can
talk.
somebody please tell the one who did not drop no eaves
I'll hand
what's
it over.
happening?
He holds up his fingers and a call.
They are not giving you up. They are locked in a battle, Sean.
And then I call Amber.
I'm actually thinking about lowering the gates and,
And I'm
locking them
sending
inside there.
Hashimoto a text.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say, be aware, Sheriff and the Winter is sniffing around.
I'm actually locking them inside the garage.
Chris, you call?
Amber. I need to see you. Can we meet in 2 hours?
Of course.
Locking the doors.
Your place?
Sure.
Or the...
With padlock.
Good. I'll see you then.
Of course.
Hangs up.
I'm still just standing and looking at Chris like...
Even the back door.
Towards Sean. It looks towards Sean because clearly...
No, he's outside. The door is locked.
Outside. I thought he wanted to know what was going on.
Who gives a shit? Speak to me.
Your little friend and his extracurricular activities might cause all a lot of problems. Perhaps it's a bit...
How long have you known that they've been looking at him?
Looking at him? Not long. I looked on at... What time is it now? 2 minutes since I got the call? Yeah.
You knew they were looking at her. You thought...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were looking at you, Shiv. I told you as much. Apparently they were looking at your friend instead, so which leads me to think, what on earth have the two of you been up to that have caught the attention of the sheriff?
Nothing you should worry your pretty little thoughts with.
Oh, that's interesting. You demand that the prince tells you everything, but you refuse to give any information back. I think you're sort of misunderstanding the positions here. Let me not remind you that you might not...
You owe me, Chris. For all the fucking shit I've been through in going around with you all these years, you fucking owe me.
Interesting. But that aside, I think you're forgetting what could happen if they closely interrogate him. You are worried for your own private little endeavors. Let me remind you about a little deal the three of us did with him. Let me remind you what lurks in your clan's little empire.
Do enlighten me.
First of all, you have a Nosferatu masquerading as a Toreador. Secondly, you had I and Sean broke into a certain Nosferatu's lair, retrieved information with the aid of him. Do I need to spell out to you what all that could mean?
No, I expect you to keep them in line, Prince.
I expect them to find out who did this, because you are so short-sighted now that you're worried only about yourself and your own interest. I'm more worried about what that ritualistic murder of that person involves. I think you are not quite aware of the ramifications of what that might be. And I'm quite not interested in... He speaks up. I'm not interested in having to repeat myself. Sean!
Sean on the outside.
If he hasn't run off, chasing whatever might be around there.
I think I cut the power.
Rewind in my head what you just said.
Do you cut the power?
Yeah.
Okay. It goes eerily dark and grey in there, though you have decent night sight. It's still.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Sean?
Are you going to be civil in there?
Ask Shiv.
I'm not letting you out
We're not
until
12 anymore.
Well, stop behaving like you're 12. And talk civilly to each other.
And stop shouting and get in here.
You're the one that's shouting, you farty pants.
Shiv is not smiling, even though Marianne cannot.
On the inside, Chris is going, children. I'm surrounded by children everywhere I go. Won't anyone just do something sensible at one point? So,
Are you going
As
to be
you
civil?
said, Chris, you are as much a stake as I am.
yes, and even that pales in comparison to what this might actually mean. Both you, I, and Sean might have far greater problems than a nosy sheriff and the outfall of that.
Can you not control your people?
I think you misunderstand the role. The sheriff is not my people. Can you not control your friend? I mean, bodies being dropped is not a nice and positive thing here.
And that's why I'm saying it's not him. He has nothing to do with this.
Really?
Oh, you firmly
mean,
you believe that,
yes.
Shiv, 100%.
Yeah, no, I mean, Chris also doesn't believe it's him. But Chris also knows that he's involved in, well, at least he doesn't know, he strongly suspects Hashimoto to be involved in human sacrificing, so it's like...
Get them to back off. Find some other fool to pin this on.
You heard me, you were clearly listening to what I said, and you heard what I said. Did I
What
give them
can she
leave
do?
to take them in? No, I got them to investigate closer what happened with the brittle body. And what happened there?
Yeah.
If he didn't do it, that should probably...
What happens when they get bored? Keep me in the loop on this, Chris, please. I beg you. As you said, there is more at stake than just him.
It's more at stake than any of us, is my point. Like I said, I'm less worried about what the sheriff is going to do than whoever's behind this.
Can't believe you said yes to her. Fucking fool.
Really? She's been quite valuable. Quite
In what
advantageous
way?
for the city. Quite important in protecting us all. Whereas
Important.
Hashimoto, on the other hand, well, he's his own little island, isn't he? I wouldn't trust him.
Just because you can't control him or get him to do everything you ask of him doesn't mean he's not important. He doesn't do valuable things. Not all of us are stupid little ants following in your footsteps.
No, but I am wondering if he hasn't made someone else dance to his tune.
Oh, the vulgarity of that you're toward our
Take
sensibility.
that back.
Let me bring you back to the little time we did the deal with him. Has it ever struck you that we were being played? That he had already everything arranged with the Queen of Bones. That he got us to give him what he wanted by giving us...
Is there no end to your paranoia?
Do you know how close they are? The two of them. You don't, do you?
Seems to me you want to tell me something.
Let's just say that...
I love when you brag, Chris.
Let's just say that the last couple of years, I've begun to wonder what the exact nature of the relationship between those two are, because there's more to them than meets the eye. My suspicion was first arose by this at the Elysium, and since then, I have not uncovered any definites, but it's been enough to make me wonder about that deal we did.
Of course you would. It's in your nature.
I would suggest that not blindly trusting someone is a smart thing.
You view this, Sean. Do you hear it? Or have you opened the door?
No,
Did you?
No, they're standing there in the dark because they're still yelling.
Yeah, but you hear them.
Yeah, I'm sitting.
I mean,
Sitting out
Sure.
or leaning on the gate to the garage, listening to what they're.
and it's not something new for Sean, because Sean and Chris have discussed that the potential of that before. Like I said, I have no interest in them sniffing any closer on him. I have, however, not the possibility of dictating the sheriff to ignore whatever he might find. I can prod him, I can push him, I can gently manipulate him to my best of my knowledge. But if I firmly deny him, do you think
Did
he's
you
going to go?
know that they were looking at him before tonight?
No, like I said,
Or me?
I told you I thought they was looking at you. I warned
Yes,
you.
you thought, but it seems to me that you knew.
Then you're wrong.
What more are you not telling me?
You're wrong. I didn't know. I haven't heard anything more about it lately. I hope that your little interview might have lulled his
That
fears.
must annoy you, how little power you have over them in this city, when they go around you doing things without your knowing. How infuriating that must be.
Shiv, it's the sheriff's job to uphold the laws of the Camarilla, not to be the puppets of the prince. The laws apply as much to me as to anyone else.
Well, we know what happened to the last prince and the last sheriff, so
He
Suit
who
yourself.
breaks the law goes back to the house of pain.
What did you shout this
he's mumbling.
Yeah,
from
mumbling.
the outside?
Yep.
They are not seeing eye to eye.
What you
Shiv is
need
very
to do,
vexed.
Shiv, is to keep your head cool. Is there anything they might
Cool as
find?
a fucking cucumber.
Is there anything they might find if they look closer at him? Have you and him left any clues, any loose ends that might come back to bite you?
Have we?
No. Well,
Notice I
well,
don't
the
know.
the biggest telltale. Well, that sits in the why, doesn't it not? And you wouldn't need a
How far did he come with his little ritual?
Well, now he is in the stages where he can harvest more of the beautiful blood for you, and he can do more.
Yeah, but he wanted to hide it
Oh,
from her at least.
well, he is as sure as he can possibly be that it will not pain. Hence, that is why you could feed them.
Yeah.
But if someone walks into the room, it is not. You don't need a ton of aspects to understand that this room is tainted, dark, and
No.
depraved when it comes to that. But then again, nobody's seen it, so who cares? It's a gigantic toss-up. But having them three like that, it's some.
What, on display for everyone to see? Of course, it's just very safe.
The problem is if you open up that can of worm, you open up secrets, and then you open up William, and then you open up Sakura, the Crow, Hashimoto, you, all the little lies, everything will, if they are found, yeah, your world explodes, and you lose
Sean?
your love. The most
Sean?
important thing for Shiv is you will lose Aiden.
Sean, can you get in here? This is
Are
getting
you calm?
silly.
Are you civil?
I've been calm and civil the entire time. He says it with actually, and me like a bit hurt that he's been perceived as not being calm. Who? Moi?
I open the gate. Turn on the light.
I'm just staring right at you, Chris.
He blinks when the
Not
light comes on.
blinking
Like-
because of the light.
And he turns to Sean. I fear it's beginning again.
What?
There was a body found, ritualistically murdered. The sheriff thinks it might be thaumaturgy, that he might be the Tremere behind it. He suspects Hashimoto. We, however, have seen these markings before. And the bodies that was dropped.
Spiral?
Yes,
Fuck.
exactly. So the question
Fuck.
is about more where your friend
Oh, fuckity fuck.
William is. Let's hope he's not entangled into this. That would really make it odd.
Again,
Why
you should
Are
be
you
feeling
calling
insulted.
him my friend?
Well, you were the first one he showed himself to, wasn't it? You knew about him for a long time before you told either me or Sean.
Oh, there's definitely something bad happening below Cop Hill, if that symbol is...
Did you have eyes on the Queen? Did you have eyes on Cop Hill?
As much as can be expected, but this is like last time. The rituals weren't carried out there, were they? And I don't think... Well, it depends, doesn't it? But we'd never find out who did these brutal murders the last time, did we? We only knew that some of it was eventually used to frame Dean. We have no idea who actually carried out those ritualistic murders of the women.
Did we know that William? We knew that William took them from, or did we? I can't remember what we knew.
The
No,
thing is,
what
you
we
don't
know, what we know, I think, is that we is.
And don't mix it up with what the hunter.
No.
No,
I
but
think
she
Amber
had,
said
had
that-
flashes
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
velvet rope, so I know that she knew something and that the
Told-
sheriff was
told-
part of them.
Toby.
Yeah, we knew.
Yeah,
we know that
exactly.
We know that. We do know that the sheriff was responsible for the death of someone who was close to to Kitty Cat's sister. That we know. We don't know, not the details, anything more than that, but we know that she blamed him, and Amber blamed him as well for that, for hurting, being responsible for the death of Grace. But we
On
never-
side note, Chris, if Amber finds out that the Black Duke still lives.
Oh yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Oh
Oh well, do we?
yeah. Bad. Hell will follow.
Chris is torn. It would be dumb to tell her, but it might be fun to see the fallout. but no, I don't think he's involved in that. There was someone else. There's someone connected to this, because whatever's on a Cup Hill it's older than the Black and Dark Duke. It's older than the other feud.
It's primordial.
And someone else out there is trying to call it back.
Fuckity fuck.
She wouldn't do that.
The Queen.
Of course she would, because she's not in control. If this dark evilness is oozing its way up to the surface, then that might grab a hold of her. That might grab a hold of what's his face? Fuck.
The point is, if we can steer this away from being vampire business, your friend would be safe. They wouldn't look into him. And at the worst case, they'll drop it because it does not concern our kind and they will lose interest. At very best, they might start investigating and covering some answers to us who did this. We should... You are adapted in the art of seeing and sensing, Shiv. Your clan commands that power. Could you find out anything if you were to view the site and the body.
Probably.
Then you should take a look at it. Sean,
Yeah,
you should talk to Kitty Cat and her kind.
I was thinking the
But
exact
don't
same
you have
thing.
anyone?
I text Kitty Cat. Talk! Exclamation mark.
They might. At the very least, they should be given the information so they can start looking into it.
Oh, that's imperative.
I think she was a little bit hesitant because she, like, why should I do this? Like, I have more important shit to do. But at the same time, if it's as Chris say, then this might go deeper.
Well, Shiv, on the other hand, if she can insert herself into the investigation, that will, well, then she can help deflect away from Hashimoto.
Yeah.
It's more grunt work that she would like to, but you will be in the knowing. Control the narrative, so to speak.
One mustn't be afraid from time to time to get one's hands a little dirty.
Oh.
Do some actual work. Some time has passed. I'll check in with him again and I'll call the sheriff.
You get a busy.
I'm walking a little bit around the room and trying to calm myself a little bit.
The room is quiet. The last scene we're going to do this episode is you three have different phone calls. We'll start with Chris. The doctor calls back.
Talk to me. What else have you found out?
I can't tell you too terribly much, dearest prince. It's ritualistic in form, definitely magic. Though I am disappointed. But
How so?
I can't divulge that Hashimoto's hands directly has touched this individual. That doesn't mean he's in the clear, sir.
No, but it means that we will take no direct action towards him at this time.
I would very much like to have him under high surveillance, sire.
Let me deal
Should you
with that.
flee?
We don't want him to be tipped off that the sheriff looks into him. The prince, however, well, they all know that I am a young one and know that my lineage has had some, shall we say, trust issues in the past. He would take it as part of the regent's paranoia, a little else.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some assets that are specialized in these sort of things that are not directly connected to our kind and thus will fly under the radar. Preserve the scene. I want to see it.
Of course.
I will be there momentarily.
Of course.
Is this Miss De Winters there?
Yes, she's there.
May I have one word with her, please?
Of course. He gives you the phone. Prince.
The
war.
Miss De Winter, my favorite wizard.
My dearest prince.
I understand that much is still unknown, but Satramir, is this something that you recognize?
It's not a way we would do this. The blood is intact. It's not been drained. It's uncertain how this individual actually died.
There's no clear cause of death.
Indeed, sir. I'm still working on it. I have gone through well, the magical aspect of it.
Meet me at the manor. 90 minutes before sunrise.
Of course.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Sean, you get a phone call.
Oi,
Kitty cat here.
I have some news you might
You
not
don't
like.
need to tell me, I know.
Spiral,
Girl.
Cop Hill.
Yes and no.
Know how.
It's not from there.
Continue.
I don't want to say it over the line.
Meet.
It's more complicated than we thought. It's more complicated what he thought. It's bigger. Longer. Cophill hasn't been spitting out spirits for a while. It seems to have gone into a quiet, burned out time.
Okay. Where can we meet?
Like it's fizzled out. Like it's
empty.
less, yeah. Well, it's something bad is still there, but it feels like it's retracted.
You need to tell me what's happening.
I wish I had all the answers, but I don't want to say this on the phone.
No, where can we meet? And when? And
Library, 2 hours.
I'll be there.
Grand.
Cheers.
Shiv. You see the number of Hashimoto.
I walk away from to one of the back rooms, I think, before I take it. Thank you.
Shiv, dearest. Something's happened.
So it seems.
No. It's not what we thought. It's something happened, Shiv. It's not what we thought. I think I made a mistake, Shiv. Do not drink the newest blood. Do not drink it.
What did... Not over the phone.
Meet me 2 hours.
I'll be there.
Where the crow flies. And on that note, I'm going to end this interlude. And we will see if I pick this up directly.
Why
or if
can I
leave
never
it.
drink it? Why can I never see him? Motherfuckers!
Drink it! Drink it now! Do
Do
it! Do it! Drink it now!
Yeah,
Alright.
I just find it fascinating that technically this might actually be your and Hashimoto's own fault.
Hey!
Probably is.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, we just tried to get them back. We opened the door for something else. Run!
Nobody knows nothing because I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying something's happening. I know, and you love me so dearly.
Evil
Well,
one.
if your viewers have any idea of what the hell is going on, and if you have seen Hunter, you might know a little bit more.
And tell us, players, please. Don't
Yes,
tell the
I
GM.
need
Just
to
tell
know.
us directly. Just send us some messages on the down low.
Put it on the download.
Yeah, so she doesn't see it.
Oh, yes, I will never. I will
definitely-
sit like.
It's Shiv in Cop Hill with a shovel.
That's true.
No.
With a stiletto.
Heel, of course. Green. Emerald green.
I don't have a color at all.
Who cares? Thank you so much, my players. You were amazing. This is fun. And the tension. I know I push you guys, but you're into it. Because you're masochists.
They are.
And I'm a benevolent
You're just like,
goddess in this world.
I'm not in this.
I'm gonna go outside and lock the garage. Well, if you don't want to argue, take a page out of Sean's book. Just go out of the garage and turn up the lights.
Yeah.
And on that note, stay safe, take care of one another, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.